The 76ers are in huge trouble. Look at their record right now in the Eastern Conference standings. They're at the bottom of the barrel. They're even worse than the Pistons. The 76ers have a dangerous Joel Embiid problem. Joel Embiid is finally back playing for the Sixers, but even though he's on the court, look at his numbers. He's only averaging 14.7 points a game, 6.3 rebounds, 4 assists, 0.3 steals, and 1 block. But are you familiar with how good Joel Embiid really is? He was an MVP candidate the last 3 seasons. These were his numbers last season. 34.7 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, 5.6 assists per game, 1.2 steals, 1.7 blocks. Something is really wrong with Joel Embiid, and it's starting to get serious. So Zoom, what is it? What is wrong with JoJo? Why is his numbers half? He's still getting minutes. What is going on? If you watched Joel Embiid play last year, you can tell he was unstoppable. No one can guard him. His mid-range shots, his perimeter shots, his interior presence. Joel Embiid was arguably the best big in the NBA offensively. But now, nobody cares about Joel Embiid. No one is even worried about Joel Embiid. We know Joel Embiid is going through an injury, but still, if you're cleared to play, we expect better from Joe. The Sixers also brought in Paul George this summer. They were expected to be one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference, but that has not happened yet. Joel Embiid is struggling to have an impact on the boards for the 76ers since his return. And statistics prove it. So far he's averaging 6.3 compared to his 11 rebounds per game last year. And Easy Buckets fans, we can never forget the big statement Joel Embiid made this year so far. If I had to guess, I would probably never play back-to-backs the rest of my career. Shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring Easy Buckets. NBA fans, the NBA Cup is officially here and tickets are everywhere. You need to buy your NBA Cup tickets today, the in-season tournament. Tickets are cheap on SeatGeek and you do not want to miss an opportunity to take a loved one to a game. What's extra special about SeatGeek is they give you the opportunity as well to going to a concert, a music event, any other sports games. So get your cheap tickets on SeatGeek. Download the app or go on the website. Link is all in the bio and you can get more information on purchasing tickets. And SeatGeek is giving Easy Buckets fans a discount promo code. Use my code EasyBuckets on SeatGeek and you will get $20 off USD your first purchase over $50, and your tickets that are cheap already just got even cheaper. Tell a friend, tell a loved one, tell yourself. Use code EasyBuckets, get your discounts today. Joel Embiid reverses stance on back-to-backs after loss versus the Knicks. So earlier I just showed you a quote that Joel Embiid said about not playing back-to-backs, and when he made that quote, the NBA world went crazy, basically shutting down Joel Embiid. But after the Sixers played the Knicks on November 12th, which was Joel Embiid's debut game, Joel Embiid didn't even play good in that game against the Knicks. And the Sixers were playing the Cavaliers the next day on a back-to-back set. He says, I want to play tomorrow. That's up to those guys. I know I said I will never play back-to-backs, but I'm a troll. I'm sure at some point I'll play back-to-backs. I feel good right now. We'll see. But it's up to them. So Joel Embiid said he's a troll. I want you to note that as I want to share something later on in the video. Embiid says, overall, I felt pretty good health-wise. It was about trusting myself. I stuck with a lot of jumpers just to get myself a little comfortable. As the game goes on, I was getting back to myself. So here's a major problem. If you see Joel Embiid taking more jump shots than interior shots, you can tell he's not himself and he's just trying to get comfortable. But soon the more Joel Embiid plays, I see him being more aggressive in the paint. The Sixers just took on the Miami Heat in Joel Embiid's 3rd game back, and something crazy happened. Joel Embiid dumbfounded by crazy end of streak that started in 2018. Embiid says, I took 0 free throws, so that must be a first. That's actually crazy. Joel is amazing at drawing the fouls and of course going to the free throw line. That is what his game is made out of. So the fact that he had 0 free throws in this game means that there's something wrong with Joel Embiid's offense. Joel told reporters, just driving the ball. I think what we gotta get better is at just taking them. I thought at times we passed up a lot of wide open shots to drive into traffic, and that's what causes turnovers. I think we just need to keep it simple. That's what they did. They just kept driving over and over and over and driving and kicking, and I felt like we needed more of that. Joel is obviously talking about the Heat here because the Heat won the game and Jimmy Butler was incredible. But after the 76ers lost to the Miami Heat, here are 3 big takeaways from Joel Embiid. The first, Embiid looked gassed after halftime. He says, I always wanted to give it a chance, as long as I felt like I could be out there, and I think I was going to try to go regardless. So there it is. Joel Embiid is admitting that his energy and stamina is different now. He still has to ramp up his stamina. A poor third quarter hurts the Sixers again. This is their scoring in the game against the Heat in the third quarter. They shot 17 shots, only made 5, shot 7 threes, and only made 1. Embiid says, I thought we created good shots, especially towards the end of the second quarter, and then the third quarter, we created good shots. We made them early in the second, and then we just didn't make them. I thought a lot of them were wide open, and I think the only thing we really got to fix is just taking care of the ball. Because they had a bunch of pick sixes, which just puts us at a disadvantage. It's just about us playing harder. I think we played hard, but we still got more to give. And the third reason is Paul George's shooting woes. And even though this video is not about Paul George, that can be another video. Paul George has to step up if the Sixers want to be successful as well. After the Sixers and Heat game, the world went crazy talking about Joel Embiid. And these were some tweets that stood out. Joel Embiid under scrutiny for performance in 76ers and Heat game. Someone says, genuinely concerned about the health of Joel Embiid. Another says, tonight was the first time in Joel Embiid's career he played 25 plus minutes and not attempted a free throw. Someone else said Joel Embiid might really be cooked. That knee has fallen off the bone. Another says, again I say, I hope the gold medal was worth it for Joel Embiid. Another says, I never thought I'd have to ask the Sixers to get Joel Embiid more touches. And this one hurts Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin wanted to go to a winning culture of Paul George and Joel Embiid and is now 2-11. That is literally what Caleb Martin said before joining the Sixers. He thought the Sixers is a winning culture team, which they are. But from what it looks like right now, they're on pace to miss the playoffs. Earlier I said that Joel Embiid was a troll. Check this out what he said about Jimmy Butler. Joel Embiid makes shocking Jimmy Butler statement after the game. Embiid says, one of the best players in the league, probably top 5, probably the best actually, best player in the league. Jimmy Butler is not a top 5 player in the NBA, and I say that honestly and truthfully, and he's definitely not the best player in the league. He's top 20 for sure, but not top 5 or top 1. Embiid is just trolling here, and I believe the more Joel Embiid trolls like this, people are gonna start losing respect for Joel Embiid. So what are your thoughts on the Sixers and Joel Embiid? Do you think he can get better? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. But the Lakers are unhappy with Dalton Connect. Not for a bad reason, but a good reason. And I made a video talking all about this insane topic on how Dalton Connect is the future for the Lakers. Check this video out on the screen. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see y'all next time on Easy Buckets. Peace.